Today is Wednesday, June 30th, and this is Eunoia, spoken by Elswyth. So, I just finished being a very productive woman and having 3 other of the breathing sessions done for Sunday. Now, you know, they've been pretty mundane up till now. And the only reason I'm saying this in today's Eunoia is because I don't plan to put it in print, and I don't plan to put it out there for everyone else to read. You only know if you listen to them. The one Sunday, and I won't tell you which, but it is in one of the upcoming 3 Sundays, it does have a disclaimer at the beginning. And if you're one of my dear ones, my Happy Harem ones that doesn't like that kind of play, you'll know to turn it off. But, because I'm good to you and care about you and want wonderful things for you, including our Sundays together, you're not allowed to feel as if you missed out. If it ends up being one that you just can't bring yourself to listen to, let Mistress know. Okay? Okay, so let's see, what have we been up to? The PTTFO. I had planned to go a little different with that, but it just hit the right note. We might play with that one a bit more, revisiting a few sofa seductions, because that's fun, right? Who doesn't want to be seduced on a sofa? I mean, I'd like it. I'd also like my feet rubbed. Oh, man. I swear, every single movie or whatnot that I've watched recently, and granted it hasn't been a lot, I have seen Loki, but there's no sofa seduction happening in Loki. It just has people getting their feet massaged, and now I'm like, I'd like a spa day, and then it's like, oh wait, pandemic. I know for many of you, your lives are basically completely back to normal and you're just doing your thing, and that's fine. I think even in my area, you have quite a bit of it, but I don't know. I just still can't. I'm still very much an open air person. I have a coffee date on Thursday. That's exciting, right? Some of you have been bitten by the green-eyed monster, I can tell. Even from here, I can tell. It's to practice some Italian. So there, tell your green-eyed monster to go back to sleep. Anyway, so trying to pick a coffee shop, it was like, okay, need one that's open, because I like to be an early bird. I love getting out in the morning before the entire city feels like it's awake. But I don't want to sit inside. So, found a spot. We'll see if it's any good or not, but you know what? It's really hard to mess up a black coffee, isn't it? I really love the PTTFO Gestures because it could have been easy, so easy to go along the, I'm wondering if stereotypical is the right word, I don't know, cliche route and say, give me money, right? If I'm exciting you, if you want more of this, throw money at me, but that's, you know, it's fine. If you want to fund my coffee date, go ahead. I have a feeling my coffee probably be around £3. I don't know what that is in dollars. What, $5? American dollars? What is it in Canadian dollars? 6? What would it be in euros? I think euros probably like $4.50. Not sure. And by the way, for my British and American people, or Anybody else who has weird currency and hasn't seen euros, they're brilliant. You know why they're brilliant? They're clearly marked. I have been in the UK for a while now, and I still fucking can't do change without looking at it. Okay, yeah, that's probably my fault because I just use that little magic card everywhere. So, hey, here. Who wants to fund my coffee break? It's a pun. Some of you might know it, or it's actually slightly clever-ish. Anyway, who wants to fund my coffee break for Italian? I think if you go on the website, there's like a tip jar in the shop where you can do it. And you know what? I'm actually proud of that as well because I love the pricing for it. For a hypnotist, I think it's great. Anyway, for my PTTF gesture, one of them that I loved is somebody remembered that last summer I had planned to spend quite a few weeks in a tent in the woods somewhere. Likely in England. They have a lot of really nice camping spots with like donkeys and stuff. Anyway, that was my plan. You know, and then everything hit. The Fire Nation attacked. Anyway, I didn't, obviously. I know things opened last summer, but there was no way. There was no way I was going to gamble whether or not I was going to get to go and be happy. So I went ahead and canceled it. And with the move and everything else, my tent didn't survive. So my Mistress Needs New Tent Camping Gear Fund has been nicely padded by one of my Happy Harem members. So thank you for that. And the wishlist item as well. I am going to throw something up there later on. It's going with my tent fund because here's my confession. I only like to go places where I know I can still get a hot shower. And I found these lovely aromatherapy discs that you plop in the shower with you. Amazing. So that's going to be in my wish list. Who wants to pamper me a little? Okay, so I had planned, I really wanted to get the under the table session out for last week. Didn't happen. It likely will for this one. If you liked that mind control fragment of being under the table, you're going to fucking love the full session. Speaking of like showers, that was one of my shower thoughts, was basically how much would I enjoy going to a dinner party with extra hidden entertainment. That is right up my alley. There is another session that I would like to get out for Saturday as well. Again, we'll see. It sometimes just comes down to editing and how that all works out. But I am getting more time to be creative. I am getting more time to do stuff. I'm a bit in the midst of making a decision on taking on a very time-intensive work project or saying no thank you and, spending more time with all of you. I know which one all of you would pick, but I also know what the grown-up response might have to be, but we'll see what happens, right? Anyway, so we will have an under the table session coming along. And the other session that is coming, I'm sorry to the rest of you, but it will only be for my Happy Harem followers. It is pure indulgence for me. It is grabbing all these things from the headspace that I've created and you've created, and working it together into one session that's just pleasure of memories. The pleasure of knowing me well, of me knowing you. So that particular session, it will just be for my Happy Harem members, mostly because they're the ones who will get the most out of it. are not a member, this isn't some big ploy for you to join, but if you're not, and you'd like to be, and you want to know, like a kind of cheat sheet of what else is going to be in that, let me know. I may devise one, but I'll probably put it like as a hidden spoiler, so those who want to read and know where different snippets have come from that's in that session, you can find it there. I think it would be fun for that particular session for us to keep extending it. So once it comes out, I'm going to rely on my Happy Harem members, my patrons, to please, and thank you, send me some snippets. And we're going to co-create. You're going to be my muses as well. And we're going to add to it. Now, once you've heard it, I swear it'll make perfect sense to you on how you can add to it. Okay, don't forget to check out the mind control fragments. Let me know what you think of those. I'm considering, like, on Mondays releasing 1 or 2 or so. Some will end up being patron only. I have one of those devised. If I get some time at my desk later, I might do it so you can start requesting it. Oh, and some do disappear because that's fun, right? You should get some reward for being with me for a longer period of time. And for those of you who've just found me, you can always beg, right? Today's homework is this. You are going to send me through Messenger or through the form on the site one cheesy begging phrase and one sincere begging phrase. Please mark them just in case I can't tell the difference. And your permissive circumstance is this. You can have release today, but only if you're saying, please, Elswyth, please, Mistress Elswyth, please, Empress Elswyth, whichever of those you choose. Saying it over and over, because you do know it can be a question. It can be begging and entreaty, or it can be a statement. A statement